Let's accelerate here from 0. And there is 60 in that fast. Hey folks, I'm here now in the all-new and all-electric Rolls-Royce Spectre. And this is quite a vehicle. First of all, it's huge. It is a mammoth car. I've got a very short amount of time with it, so we're just gonna kind of go through the feels, and I'm gonna put the price and the horsepower, which I think is in the 580s, and the torque, which is in the multi-millions, and the weight and all that stuff. Put that in the information at the bottom there because I really just want to drive the car, and we're running out of daylight here. It's very fast, as you can probably see right now. 0 to 60 is, I believe, like 4.5 seconds, which is crazy fast. And, you know, electric really makes sense for a Rolls-Royce. I mean, when you think of refinement and quietness, there are a few, I mean, electric cars all kind of do that right off the bat. Add that to the insulation and the comfortable ride of a Rolls-Royce, and oh, baby, you're cooking a stew now. Oh, and it's stupidly fast. It's stupidly fast and very dramatic. I mean, on the road, everyone looks at you, everyone sees you for the captain of industry that you are, and you deserve this. You deserve to have an electric car. Range isn't the best right now. We're at I've got 109 miles of range left according to the dash, and that's under 50%. So I'm gonna say probably in the mid 200s in terms of range, which isn't too bad. I mean, I can't imagine you're gonna take this to like a public charger. You probably have a home charger, or you're a weirdo. Inside is very typical Rolls-Royce, which I know is a crazy thing to say, but you got the Starlight headliner up here. You even got it in the doors. There's also, it's definitely more youth focused because there's like a lot of pops of color in this car, which is nice. You don't usually see that in a Rolls-Royce, at least not a non-gauche one. It's a regular EV. It's got regen braking, which is really funky, and all the typical Rolls-Royce switchgear. As you may imagine, Rolls-Royce customers aren't really about change. I mean, they look back at like senators like Strom Thurmond as inspiration, let's say. You know, when Rolls-Royce went to make a car, an electric car, they didn't want to make something that would rock the boat too much, so they went with this. And it's interesting to me that they decided to go with a coupe for their first EV. I would have thought like a sedan, which is a traditional Rolls-Royce, or, you know, a Cullinan-like SUV. I mean, the Cullinan's the most popular car they sell right now. But I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they did because it's freaking sweet. And it drives like a Rolls-Royce. It's like a cloud on top of a pillow on top of everything. I mean, I'm driving right now with my pinky finger, and I'm navigating a corner, no problem. There's no real like drive modes you can choose other than like drive and B, which turns on regen braking, which I don't know why you wouldn't put that on in one. It turns on regen and one pedal driving, which honestly, the coolest parts of driving an EV. I don't know why some people are adverse to such things. Tiny little town that isn't used to seeing Rolls-Royces. Oh, this is a trailer park. This is not where I wanted to go. Gonna have to do a little turnaround somewhere. And while we're turning around, let me tell you that Rolls-Royce told me that they actually, you know what, actually, let me tell you that the turning radius on this thing is pretty sick. It's got rear steer, which really makes a difference, especially in a car this wide. Everything's so light, but there's also like an aristocratic heaviness to the stuff, to a lot of stuff too. Like the steering's light, the switch gear's light, but then like the switches down here are like all metal and heavy and serious about business and industry. Even the key is really heavy, and it matches the leather, which is really cool. I mean, this is just the logical progression of Rolls-Royce. They were always going to make an EV. And this is a damn good one. It's a lot of fun. Everyone will know how rich you are in this. There's no such thing as stealth wealth.